Hello everyone, ArgonMatrix here, welcome to episode 15 of Let's Play Diddy Kong Racing. We're out on the title screen. I don't know why, I just kind of felt like starting here. Because, you know, it's pretty much, we're getting right at the end of the game here. So we'll go back to the beginning for the end of the game. Which is kind of corny, I know, but there it is. I actually have to do something here. Oh, I have to go to these magic codes so I can get rid of these two characters that shouldn't be there yet. Yeah, I know, it's a little bit behind the scenes action for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Anyways, let's pick our favorable tip-top here. And we're gonna hop right into something here. Something that I like to know as the Wizpig race. That was really stupid. But yeah, we're gonna be racing Wizpig in this episode. And I really just don't want to do it, but I have to do it for the sake of the LP. If I don't, then who the hell am I? Anyways, so I expect to be here for a while, so I got my Coke, I had dinner just a little while ago, I had some nice chicken, that was really nice. And now, I'm gonna fly headlong into Wizpig's mouth. Let's do this thing! You're going down, you Wizpig, Mr. Porky Face. Here he goes. Oh my god, you tubba blubba. Look at how big he is! Like, oh my god, he's ridiculously tall and fat and everything. And fast, as you're about to see here. When Tip-Top's just looking around like, what do I do, what do I do? Because he knows what's about to hit him. It's about to hit him like a ton of bricks, just how fast Wizpig is. Especially since he's going to cheat right off the start here, just like that. He hasn't cheated as much as Smokey, but he still cheats a little bit. Alright, so basically your strategy here for this race is going to be, well, my strategy anyways, it's going to sound completely nonsensical to some of you, I'm sure, but you want to get in front of him, and then you need to, like, stay in front of him, like, stay in his line, like, I don't know how to explain that well. If you see him coming behind you, you might be tempted to, like, get out of his way, because he's so big and fat and stampeding. But no, you actually want to stay in his way and let him kick you forward, because it's just a pure fact, he is faster than every racer in this game, so you can't outrun him. But if you get ahead of him, which you can do at the very beginning of the race, and let him kick you ahead, then you can stay ahead. And you have to get really lucky with his kicking pattern in order to do this, but it is really the best strategy that I've developed anyways. I'm sure that if you were using a faster character like Diddy or Pipsy, you might have something else that you could do. But this is the way that I do it. Well, this isn't the way that I do it, not losing to him. No, but yeah, and I would also highly recommend using this trick right here, the green flame trick, because as you can see, that is a lot better. But as I've stated many a time before, I find it very cheap and very stupid. So I'm just not going to use that. I'm going to defeat Wizpig fair and square with just my normal purple flame zipper. And that was the perfect amount of time to explain all that. That's really all I needed to explain here. And now he's just laughing at me, staring right down the camera. There's a perfect center shot of Wizpig. It's amazing. I don't know how they lined it up so well. Normally the camera on this game is pretty crooked. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to try not to reset the race too much, because I know that got pretty annoying in the past with, like, the Greenwood Village silver coins. So I'm just going to try to lose honorably for most every race in this one. Sometimes I might just get frustrated and just restart the race out of pure passion. But I think I can take him. Okay, so we're going to need to get a nice little boost off the start here. Sometimes it's actually better to get the orange boost rather than the blue boost off the start, because then he'll, like, be able to kick you twice before reaching this log. And I royally screwed that up. Yeah, basically if I, like, fall off an edge like that or into the water or anything, then I'm just going to restart. Because if you do that, then there's really, you can't win. Also, if you miss a zipper, you pretty much can't win. So, and if you miss that, then you can't win. The boost at the beginning, I mean. So let's say I'll restart the race circumstantially. Or conditionally, however you want to say that. Alright, so he's going to kick you once right there, and then if you're lucky, he'll kick you again right there on the middle of the log as he's flying. Yeah, that's another thing, that Wizpig can actually fly Not only does he like run like a badass as he's racing, but he flies sometimes, or glides anyways. Oh yeah, this section of the race right here, that part that I just passed over with those two zippers, that is actually a really annoying part of this course, because sometimes you go, well, most of the time actually, you go off the zippers and you hit the water's surface, which is incredibly friction inducing. Oh crap, what the hell happened there? Yeah, it's really friction inducing, and you just end up getting screwed over by it, and Wizpig will pretty much pass you every single time. Yeah, and something else that you saw that might happen there too is like when he like ran over me, when he's like supposed to kick you, sometimes he might just run over you and completely freeze your momentum on the spot, and then all this dust kicks up in the air and it's just like, oh no! No, that didn't just happen, but it does. It does happen frequently. Oh my god, I can't even begin to just explain my rage towards Wizpig and this course and this music and everything. Like, this is actually a really good song and everything, but oh, combined with like the childhood memories of just the months and months and months I spent failing to Wizpig, it's just, it completely sucks now. Oh look, I passed the finish line. I'm close enough to pass the finish line with that little last momentum that I had there. That's cool. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, that tune gets pretty annoying too. The wah, wah, wah. Because it always feels like there should be a fourth note on the end there, so it goes like wah, 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 wah. But I guess that's too cliched or something. Too cliched for Wizpig. I mean, he's Wizpig. He's the ultimate. He's the ultimate. That's pretty much it. Yeah, this really is like. I'm saying it right now. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in a video game, in any video game at all. Racing Wizpig without using that green speed boost trick, it is damn near impossible to beat him. I've only done it once before in my life, and that was like over 7 years ago. So we're gonna see just how long it's gonna take me this time. Hopefully it won't take 7 years this time. That would be pretty interesting, but I don't think I have enough space on my hard drive to hold a 7-year recording session. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, but this is exceptionally hard. This is harder than like that one shine on the island in Super Mario Sunshine. It's harder than that. This is harder than I don't know. I don't know what else is hard. There's no hard thing in any game that can compare to the difficulty of this. Yeah, you just laugh your ass off up there, Wizpig. You'll get yours soon enough. Jeez, look how far he's ahead of me, and look how he has to extend his arms to fly or to glide. It's so stupid. I don't even think that he needs to do that. He probably just does that for dramatic effect. It's probably all in that cape that he has, his magical flying cape. This is at least a really cool course to race in. Like, I hate it personally, but I wouldn't hate it if this wasn't so hard and I hadn't spent so many hours doing this. Because it is actually a really awesome course. It's like, I think it's like supposed to be the town area that all the racers were inhabiting before Wizpig came down from space and completely obliterated their daily dynamic. And he just took over. He's like, this is my world now. Oh, like a crazy bacon lover. You know, he's not a bacon lover, he is bacon. Oh, jeez. Originally I planned to actually like keep track of like how many attempts this took, but then I realized, well, it's probably going to take up in the hundreds of attempts, so I'm not... and I don't have that good of an attention span to do that, so... Yes. It's always so annoying when he like doesn't kick you and just passes you instead, because you're not in his line of sight. Alright, ooh, that was pretty good. Yeah, if you can avoid the water at that part with those two zippers, then you're pretty much a golden for that part. But you have to do that 3 times if you want to win. Like, you pretty much have to jump over the water there. Jump over the water, yeah. Yeah, because you can really jump in a go-kart really easily. That's another thing, too. They made this... They just had to go the extra step in making this completely ridiculous by making you race this track in a cart instead of a plane or something, because this place is totally navigable in a cart with all this water and stuff and the rain like clogging the engine. It's just totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous, but totally awesome at the same time. The music does encapsulate a nice sense of fear for this race. But I probably only think that because just it's been, I don't know, everything about this race is it's just attached to those hours of pain both in my brain and in my hands of racing this guy as a kid. It's just like, I'm never gonna get over that. This is like one of the most traumatizing games or traumatizing experiences in any game for me. Laugh it up, Wizpig. Laugh it up, come on. It only enrages me more! You and your silver hair, your silver horns, and your nose ring. His nose ring is just the funniest thing. I don't know. It completely completes. It completely completes, yes. It just perfectionizes his appearance as this evil monstrosity. It's just like, yeah, I got a nose ring. And I'm big, I'm bad, and I'm gonna screw you up! Jeez. I gotta say, like, even though the developers were complete assholes about this race, they did a very good job with it. Like, they pretty much made this the perfect final battle type thing. Like you made it through all those silver coin challenges and everything, the trophy races. You persevered through all that. Now take one last crack from this whip. From this whip we call injustice. And defeat the almighty Wizpig. Yeah. Oh, I hit the tree. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty bad when you hit a tree. Oh, he's ridiculously far ahead. I'm just gonna restart. I know I said I wouldn't do that, but he was just so far ahead, there was no catching up. Oh, good lord, man. Yup. And the reason, pretty much, this race is pretty much the reason that I never use the green boosts. Because one time I did like use the green boost to beat Wizpig, or to try and race Wizpig, just like, oh, let's see how effective this green boost thing actually is. And this race is the spot where it's most apparent how cheap that trick is. Because when you use that, at least as Tip-Top when you use that trick, I don't know if this works with any other racer because all the racers are different. But as Tip-Top, if you use that, you can beat him by like about half a lap. It's just you totally annihilate him if you do that. I might actually have to show that, just how much you can destroy him. Maybe I'll do that later on, just to bring up my spirits some more. Oh, because this race, once we get into like the hours and hours and hours of recording, is totally. I think my spirit's gonna be pretty much drained at that point. But for now, I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to remain calm and let you guys see my strategy here. Because this race really is all strategy, almost. It's about 80% luck, 15% skill, and well, actually no, I screwed that up royally. It's probably more like 15% strategy and 5% skill. Maybe a little bit more of each, I don't know. But yeah, luck plays probably the biggest factor in this, though. And the only part that luck really plays a part in is that those, the second and third last zippers in the course, like, you know where that friction water is? The water that when you hit it, it totally slows you down. Yeah, that's like the worst part of this, and you have to get pretty lucky with the water placement there in order to not completely suck. I've tried to develop a strategy for that part. I really have, but to no avail. I think it's just pretty much impossible.